Hey water signs, welcome back. Welcome if you're new. This is going to be your monthly reading for my water signs, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. Everybody go ahead and take a deep breath. As always, take what resonates. I always like to set the intention that everyone that's meant to be here does find their way here. And there will be some kind of message to uplift, heal, or inspire. May these cards represent the highest order of truth and bring clarity. Let's get it. All right, water signs. Okay. So you've released something here, water signs. And it looks to me like you're being lifted up. You are expanding from the inside out. Tapping into your third eye. There's new insights, intuitions, understandings, creative energy coming in for you. Some of you guys are doing some major inner work here, and it's about to pay off. It's about to really show. There's something that you're leaving behind that is helping you to ascend here. This could be around relationships, a completion of a relationship for some, and whether that relationship was another person or a relationship with something. It feels like this is something that you're doing away with that is actually helping you to bring in a healthy, stable relationship with another. So whatever it is that you're feeling guided to let go of, there could be a period of feeling alone, or you might have held on to this for so long because of this feeling of being left out or some kind of like abandonment, being alone. But it feels like it's time to make a choice, a decision. It feels like you're at a middle point, a point of like a fork in a road. Spirit wants to remind you to stay joyful. The sun just wanted to come out. Happy, present. Make sure that you are spending time outdoors, connecting to the sunshine. Yeah, it's time to take action here. It's time to release this facade, this mask, this layer of protection, whatever this is that you've been holding on to for your own feeling of safety. And then comes the recognition. So it's almost like once you release whatever this is, it opens something up within you that allows for this beautiful connection to grow. Now, this connection could be with yourself. However, to me, it does feel like this will be a connection with another as well. Springtime could be very fertile for you. Spring is a time for new ideas. It's the time to plant seeds, and we're about to come into this shortly. So now is the time to consider what seeds you want to plant. And if I were you, I would write them down. Your goals, your aspirations, what you want, including what it looks and feels like to be your truest self. To step into your higher self. Because right now, with this mask on, it does feel like there's something tying you to a lower state. And now is the time to recognize this, to observe this. And to plant new seeds. Now, all I want you to do right now is just to picture, imagine, get a sense of what it feels like to be free of this. What it feels like to be on the other side of this release. Some of you guys might have something unexpected that comes in and kind of disravels this. The Tower can be scary, but it also comes with revelation. It comes with understanding. It comes with a new sense of a purpose, of awakening, celebration. So whatever this is that you have been bound to, perhaps there's a need for this Tower to come in and shake shit up. We got the King of Pentacles with the World. And on the bottom of the wheel, interesting. The Chariot. So there's movement forward here. There's new cycles beginning. This is a very fortunate new cycle that's coming in for you. A very abundant time. Yeah, it feels like luck is actually on your side, even if this tower comes in. I feel like this tower is coming in to actually help you. It might be a little scary at first, but on the other side of this, you're coming in balanced. Fortunate. There's beautiful things on the other side of this. But this is just another point where we're escaping from, or I shouldn't say escaping from, well, so maybe some of you are escaping from, but releasing another part of ourselves. Whatever that looks like for you. For some, it might be a relationship, a toxic relationship. For others, it might be a toxic relationship with something, an addiction, a way of thinking, low self-worth. Like, there's all of these aspects that this mask is could be attributed to. Something that has been, it's the thing that's been keeping you bound is what it is. And it's time to decide what you want. What you truly want more than this. Give that some energy. Tell me about this Seven of Wands. Yeah, it's cause to celebrate. You're being lifted up, I keep hearing. Tell me about this Five of Pentacles. It's an old way of thinking. There's an old way of thinking attached to this loneliness or fear, isolation. This could be something like nobody even knows about, or not many people know about, but there's a new way coming through for you. There's a doorway opening up that's gonna allow you to escape from whatever this is, all right? This could be something that is very familial, something that you've been holding on to a long time, or something even associated with childhood that you're breaking free from. Could be a result of some childhood traumas, or it's something that maybe feels familial, but at the same time feels very toxic. Tell me about this Ace of Wands. Yeah, trust your intuition. Trust your inner being. It's guiding you. It is directing you. It's going to move you forward in ways that you never even knew possible. Right? But don't get stuck in the old. Don't get stuck worrying about what might be lost. Don't even give the worry or fear any of your energy. Just continue to give energy to that end result that we tapped into. Feeling good, feeling great. Take a deep breath. See yourself as you celebrate. plant some more seeds. Giving thanks and gratitude to this new life that you're bringing into being. Let's get some angel messages out here, and then I'm going to get advice for each sign. We've got block out distractions. Your life purpose and other priorities need your undivided attention. So it's time for you to take charge of your schedule and working environment by turning off electronics and avoiding anyone or anything that distracts you from what's important. You already know what these distractions are. You have the power to responsibly block them out. Behind that, we had ask for your needs to be met. God and the angels can only come to your assistance if you make a free will choice to be helped, and it begins with asking. Doesn't matter how you ask God for help, but only that you do so. The same holds true with clearly asking other people to assist you. Let's get one more, or two, or three. We've got an employment change. Your career path is leading you to in a higher direction with positive changes to support your dreams, priorities, passions, and life purpose. Trust that these changes will help you to release the old and welcome the new. You're being supported each step of the way. So that could be something for some of you that you're actually letting go of, is this employment. We got a raise or promotion. Congratulations, an increase in abundance flow awaits you. This is a result of your positive focus and willingness to take action based on your divine guidance. Keep up the good work. Love it. And then we've got unlimited ideas. Your mind is one with God's infinite mind. Therefore, you have complete access to unlimited ideas guaranteed to bring blessings. All you need to do is take divinely guided action to allow these ideas to come to fruition. Beautiful, and really just wrapped up everything we just talked about, right? I love that. All right, let's go with the shamanic oracle. We're going to get, or the mystical shaman. We're going to get a card for each sign. We're going to start with Cancer. My fellow Cancerians, what is the advice for my Cancers this month? Thank you. You got two, and then on the bottom we got many paths. Luminous Warrior and the Rainbow. Number, what is that? 32, which breaks down to a 5. 5 is change, transformation, the metamorphosis process. And the Luminous Warrior, masculine energy here. Hold on, I gotta take a sip of my coffee. The Luminous Warrior has no enemies in the world, or in this world or in the next. He is impeccable in word and deed. He focuses on his light rather than on what he hides in the dark. And since he casts no shadow, he is as radiant as the sun and can transform his most terrible enemy into his ally. His power comes not from the sword, but from speaking his truth at all costs. So the invitation here, the Luminous Warrior reminds you that it's important to focus on your power and wisdom and beauty, and not to be seduced by what seems wrong with you or with the world. All right. Remember that intention follows attention. So focus on your positive traits. Feed your light with more light until you feel truly empowered. And then there will be little need for action as you resolve all the situations from within. I love that. This is exactly what we were getting from the inside out, right? Not to focus on doubt, The rainbow, number 41, also breaks down to a 5. Change, transformation, the metamorphosis. The rainbow, this is alignment. The rainbow symbolizes the 7 steps of the spiritual path, which manifest as the colors of the 7 chakras. In the Himalayas, the rainbow body is seen as the full realization of our essence. The rainbow also represents the bridge between the physical and the spiritual worlds, right? At the end of our lives, we can journey across the rainbow bridge to the highest heavenly realms. And when the rainbow appears, it's an affirmation that all is well and that you are in the right relationship with spirit. The rainbow tells you that the end of the storm is near. All right, persevere and remember that it's darkest right before the dawn, right? Don't give up hope. Things are about to take a really positive turn here, Cancer, all right? Listen for the morning rooster that announces the coming of the dawn, even while the night is still darkest, right? There's beautiful things coming, all right? Allow your light to shine. We've got 34, and allow your attention to shine in that direction of the beautiful things that are coming. The mini paths card, all paths lead to spirit, all right? What you bring to your journey is what will determine if yours is a path of suffering, a path of wisdom, a path of bliss, a path of loss. Right? Consider the traveler who met 2 stonemasons, and he asks one what he's doing, and the mason replies, I'm squaring out the stone. And he asks the other, who's doing the exact same thing, and he gets the reply, I'm building a cathedral. One man has a job, and the other man has found his work and calling. He's part of an endeavor much greater than himself. All right, so just be sure you pick a path with the heart. Your call now is to take big, bold steps and to leave the beaten path. Right? Heaven and earth are conspiring on your behalf to support you in this move. Don't dally. All right, unless you miss the moment. It's time to sail into the uncharted. And be sure you attend to both your path through this earth as well as your journey through the stars. It's alignment. It's coming. All right, Scorpio. Advice for my Scorpios. Okay. The Witness on the bottom. Scorpio. We got Master number 11 in reverse here, the Council. The Council are the luminous beings who hold the collective wisdom of humanity. They're the ones whom you'll do your life review with when you cross into the world of spirit. And a life review is when we place our good and our bad deeds on a divine scale and attempt to explain why we didn't love or forgive or dare as greatly as we might have. Know that their wisdom is available to you at all times when you live in a state of yes, in an unconditional relationship with life. They remind you of your place around a sacred fire, which has been reserved for you since the beginning of time, and you'll claim it when you own your own inner wisdom. The Council has a message Listen with your inner senses, right? The handwriting's already on the wall, Scorpio, so look about you and you'll discern its meaning. It's not time to wait for further signs. It's time to embark on the journey to love deeply, forgive sincerely, dare greatly. Take the leap without requiring life to assure you success. The medicine here in reverse is you're never alone, right? Turn to the council to find the guidance you seek, and listen to the voice that arises spontaneously. And turn a deaf ear to that nagging voice from your ego that tells you that you're not up for the task before you. Right? Create a spiritual feast for the council. Invite them to your altar every time you meditate or pray. And then we've got number 59, also came out in reverse. 59 breaks down to what? 14, which breaks down to a 5. Change, transformation. And we got the inner world in reverse. I'm sorry, the upper world in reverse. So this is more messages of the divine, the angels, the divine helpers, the ancient ones, all varieties of luminous beings that populate our upper world. It's the place you go to retrieve your destiny and find out who you'll become, right? To discover your great potentials and undreamt of possibilities. It's also the place where spirits of the dead arrive when they complete their journey to the light. So the upper world is calling you to step into your fully realized self and to clear distractions so that you can move into a higher destiny. Don't fall to the temptation to craft a slightly more improved version of yourself. What you perceive as a problem or an obstacle is in fact the irritation you need to take the great leap. Remember, you can't cross the Grand Canyon in 2 small jumps. The medicine here in reverse is to ask your divine helpers for guidance. This can't be any more clear. Both of these cards are saying the same thing. It says, if the oracle's already spoken to you, don't ask for more guidance. Take what's already been offered. Feels like someone is just wanting more signs, but you've already received the signs. This is the signs, all right? Now you have to deal with the lethargy and the idleness. While support for a new destiny is not yet in place, a new destination is available to you if you act now. And we had the witness, and the witness came out flipped upside down. So this might feel like your world gets flipped upside down. Like it's different. It's maybe not what you expected, but you are supported here. You're very supported, Scorpio. Even if you don't want to look at it, even if you're not quite grasping how supported you are. The witness observes without engaging in any action. By cultivating that inner stillness, we're able to assess any situation from a higher perspective and to make better choices. The witness that has been by your side all along is now ready to become your ally. You thought you were the doer, but today you're going to discover that things happen when you get out of the way. Witness creation unfolding before you. Change reality by finding stillness and letting your true intent reveal itself. Last but definitely not least, my dear Pisces. Can we get some advice from my Pisces, please? Pisces, advice for this month. Oh, we got two here. We got the rattle, the circle, and the ghost dance. Pisces. Number 43, which breaks down to the divine number 7. 7 is a very divine number. It also can be a very logical, analytical, like thinking mind number. The rattle is the spirit caller, carrying the shaman's prayers to the 4 directions. The body of the rattle is like the earth spinning on its axis. And with the 8 of the rattle, the medicine woman installs a desired destiny into her future, closing with the great prayer, Great Spirit, may your will be done. The rattle guides us to pray for all of the earth, not just our own personal needs. When we offer our prayers for the highest good of all, everything we need is provided for us. The rattle comes to invite you to work with the tools of spirit, but be careful, right? They're sharp and can hurt you and others if they're not used mindfully. Right? Set your old tools aside and take up the drawing instruments of spirit. You're consciously stepping into a partnership with the divine here. It's time now for courageous deeds. Don't let your hesitation get in the way. The medicine here is you want to catch God on the whisper, not on the shout. What you're trying to craft to your own desires and expectations already there, standing before you. Do not spin the world to your own benefit. You're being offered the Creator's tools, which must be put to use to serve a divine purpose. The circle, number 8. 8 reminds us of the connection of all things, the infinity. The circle. This is about unification, interconnectedness, a sense of a continuum. The circle reminds us that we are all one. Right? Dancers in a unified, continuous, inclusive circle. And this card reminds us of the cycles of life and the evolving self, ever changing, always connected, human, spirit, nature, the cosmos, all intrinsically connected. When the circle appears, it reminds you that you are connected to everything and everyone, including the spirit. Spirit's essence beats in your heart and inspires you to co-create your world, knowing that you count, that you have a purpose in this world. Imagine even a smile to a stranger can change the course of a life. So when the circle invites you to dance in the sacred steps of life, know that your work, your love, your service brings greater value than you can know. All right, stay the course, keep dancing. The medicine with the circle, you're meant to come to an understanding. you're meant to come to an understanding of the importance of decay and letting go, the importance of dying to an old form and being reborn anew. If you're faced with the challenge of loss or disappointment, remember that in this circle of life, nothing is ever wasted. Right? Love will seek itself again. Prosperity will come from a new idea or opportunity. Spirit always waits for you to find your place in the dance again. And speaking of the dance, we got number 22, master number. 2 represents polarity, the light and the dark. Also is the number of union, right? The masculine and feminine. We got the ghost dance here. The ghost dance of the American Plains Indians united the spirits of the living with those of the ancestors to bring peace to the world. When the ancestors are honored, they bring harmony to us. But when we hold them responsible for all that's wrong with us today, they haunt us. Right? So honor the spirits of the ancestors and receive their lessons and gifts. And this includes honoring your own past lives. The invitation here, the ancestors have a message of healing and powerful medicine to offer you. So maybe a good time to create a sacred moment at your altar. If you don't have an altar, create one. It doesn't have to be anything crazy. Light a candle to them and let their wisdom infuse you. At this stage in your life, you're done repeating their tragic stories. Right? Step into the abundance that's being offered to you and receive the gifts of those that have come before you. And write a new story for your life. Thank you guys for being here, for liking, sharing, commenting, subscribing. Let this sit with you as long as it resonates. Love you guys.